And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletic Complex. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Today it is the 0-3 Hillers against 2-2 Holliston, and we are underway. Holliston in the red, Hillers in the white. Holliston with possession, working right to left across your screen. Tom Nappy on the call, Joe Frackleton on camera. Beautiful afternoon here at Hopkinton High School. As with it right now is Abby Glenn. Around the net they go. 2 25-minute halves in girls lacrosse. Temperatures today are in the high 50s. Nice sunny day out there on the turf fields. Some great weather. Izzy Broschk with it. Now along the far side driving in, and there's a shot deflected away. That was Bridget Glynn on the shot, and a secondary shot deflected away. Starting goaltender for Hopkinton is Marissa Smith. And Holliston with possession once again. Good pressure so far by the Panthers. Abby Glenn with it. Out in front, shot, and that is put in. That's going to be Bridget Glenn. The Glenn sisters get the job done. Comes at 23:35 left to go in the first half. Makes it a 1-0 Holliston lead. The Hillers, young team and dealing with some experienced competition this season. They'll have their work cut out for them against this battle-tested Holliston team. But in the past, these two schools have gone neck and neck when it comes to girls lacrosse. There's been some great battles. Abby Glenn with it. Abby Glenn, player to look out for on the Panthers. Trying to drive it out in front. Shot, and another one. The Glenn sisters connect once again. Bridget Glenn pops it in. It comes at 23:12 left to go. And not quite the start the Hillers wanted. Hillers led by head coach Caitlin Berry, and a lot of new faces on the Hillers team this year. With it now, Emily Hayward for the Lady Hillers. And don't forget, also coming up today on HCAM, we'll have Hiller Track and Field. John Ritz will be at the track and field meet. And those meets pretty long, 2.5, 3 hours. They are scheduled for about 5, but I'm being told it may start earlier as Emma Dacey puts one in for the Hillers. Nice response by Hopkinton. So Emma Dacey makes it a 2-1 game. Comes at 22:44 left in the first half. I think we're going to have a lot of scoring in this one. I know Joe picked the over. Loose ball in the center circle. And we'll get a reset. We'll stay with the Hillers. With it is Jamie Arena. Jamie Arena, she's scored a good amount of goals so far this season for the Hillers. She's been their biggest offensive threat. Sinead Her passes to her right to Bouvier. Now Hayward Driving in, feeds it out, loose ball. And it's collected by Holliston. It was picked up by Martha Walker. Here comes the Panthers with authority. Bridget Glynn rushing through defenders. Closing in. Feeds it to Abby Glynn. There's defense getting ready. Drop behind the net. Pick back up. Kara Chipman. And Holliston trying to open things up in front of the net. Glynn with it. Abby looking where to go. Goes to her right. To Summer O'Neill. O'Neill thought about putting a move on. Feeds it back to Walker. Walker driving in. And out in front, and it's knocked away. Collected by Kara Chipman. And now out in front once again is Glynn, and behind the net she goes. Still live. And shooting it wide is Izzy Brosch. Good defense by the Hillers, but they got to get it out of that danger zone. Here's Abby, shot, and it's in. That score comes at 20:33 left to go. Abby Glynn already with 3 points. Pair of assists and a goal. Don't forget, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. before all the high school action gets started off, you can catch HCAM Sports Talk. On this week's edition, we'll recap opening day for Hillers baseball and softball. That's HCAM Sports Talk, brand new every Wednesday at 2 p.m. and re-airing throughout the week. And, of course, you can find it on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. Here comes Holliston once again. Bridget Glynn feeds it out to Abby. Out in front and another score. That was Abby Glynn. And the feed, I believe that was Bridget with the feed. So the Glynn sisters combining once again. Comes at 20:09 left to go in the first. Yeah, the Glynns just racking up the points for Holliston. 4-1 Panthers. And off we go. Holliston with it. Kathleen Fitzgerald with it along the far side. Loose ball picked up by the Hillers, collected by her. Trying to pass it over, it's deflected. Up behind the net is Saneed Her. I think she's looking, oh, there we go, along the far side now. She's knocking the ball out of her way behind the net. Katie Cooper. Trying to feed it out in front, loose ball. Trying to pick it up is Hayward. And we get a scrum here. And a stoppage will go over to Holliston. Panthers quickly coming up the far side. It's Walker feeding it out. Mia Schmidt passes it over. They're going to go back around the net. Abby looking out front. Passes to her right. Bridget Glenn driving in and swoops it wide. Stays with the Panthers. Out in front, shot, score. Abby Glenn with the feed. Martha Walker with the score. It makes it 5-1 Holliston. 17:58 left to go in the first half. And we'll get a reset here. Here comes the Panthers once again. Abby Glenn feeds it over.
Here we go, Summer. That's it. Do it again.
Panthers doing a nice job at opening things up in front of the net.
Here we go, Izzy.
Trying to close in. Taking it out is Walker. Now out in front. And the Hillers get it back, collected by Saneed Her. Her works her way up the near side, feeds it over. Now Bouvier. Passes it back up to her. Along the far side. Out in front, trying to close in Arena. Takes a shot, deflected. Panthers have it. Good save there by the keeper. Here comes Caroline Brady. Feeds it out in front, and Bridget Glenn finds Abby Glenn, and Abby Glenn finds the net at 16 minutes left to go. The Glenn combination just deadly for the Hillers. Or against the Hillers, I should say. We're going to have a timeout, 16 minutes left. Holliston comfortably ahead, 6-1 on HCAM. 16 minutes left to go in the first half. A 6-1 lead for Holliston. Abby Glenn and Bridget Glenn have just been absolute power for the Panthers. They have combined for 4 scores, or make that 5 scores already. I think the Hillers are going to need to put a couple bodies on them and keep them out of the danger zone. It's certainly easier said than done, a lot of speed. Bridget Glenn feeds it up. Walker trying to close in. We'll take it around. Out to Bridget. Feeds it out to Izzy Broschk. Now Summer O'Neill. Feeds it back to Abby. Now over to Bridget Glynn. Glynn able to elude one defender, and we have a knockdown there. That's going to draw a whistle. It is Hiller's ball. Lauren Canty with it. Now along the near side. Coming up the field is McDonald. Katie McDonald with it. Some good speed there. Out to Torigny. Collected by Bella Silva. Takes it around the net. Scanovan feeds it out to O'Connor. Now Arena to Bouvier. Torigny up to Silva. Batted away. Scanovan trying to pick it up. Scanovan looking for someone in front of that net. Hiller's trying to get something going here. Out in front, and it's taken away. Good feed in front of the net, shot, and it's wrapped up by Marissa Smith. Kara Chipman got that shot off. Hiller's taking it into Holliston's end. Jamie Arena with it. Off the reset. Along the far side now. Sunita Her feeds it up behind the net. Torigny. Over to Bouvier. Trying to close in Scanovan. Approaching, tripped up. I think we're going to get a call here. Well, Michaela took a big fall. We hope she's okay. A little shooken up. I think we might have had a hold, perhaps. Maybe not. No penalty call. It'll stay with the Hillers. And they're going to come out of free position. Kayla Scanovan with it. Approaches, shot, and a score! Kayla Scanovan makes it a 6-2 game. Comes at 11:37 left to go in the first half. Hillers certainly needed that. A little momentum boost. Holliston working their way up. Bridget Glynn with it. Feeds it over to Sally. Abby Glynn now.
Here we go, Abby. Time it, Summer, time it.
Glynn waiting for things to open up. You never know if she's going to take it herself or try to feed it out in front. Loose ball. It'll stay with the Hillers. Fed out by Marissa Smith. Over to Delacopa. Delacopa trying to feed it up, knocked down, loose ball. And it continues to go back and forth here. Picked up now by Hayward. Along the near side, Dacey. Lauren Mosier feeds it over. Bella Silva, pass to her left. Back to Silva. Hayward now. Under 10 minutes left to go. 9:50 and counting, closing in. And we're going to have a cross-check call there. Coming out of free position. And the attempt to get it to Iannelli, it's knocked down, loose ball. Picked up by Holliston. Here comes Martha Walker. Panthers trying to close in. Glenn feeds it out. And the Hillers get it back. Picked up by Hayward. Hayward rushing up the field. Knocked out of her net. Out of play it goes. Side out. It'll stay with Hopkinton. On tap for sports this week. Of course, we have this girls lacrosse game and also track and field, which will be starting up shortly on HCAM. And then on Wednesday, we have Hiller softball as they take on Norwood, and also girls lacrosse against Ashland. Then on Thursday, we'll have Hiller baseball hosting Norwood at 4:30 p.m. You can check out our sports broadcast schedule at hcam.tv. Hiller's trying to close in. There's a shot. Off the side of the net goes Scanovan. Just under 8 minutes left to go now here in the first half. A 6-2 Holliston lead. Holliston started off on a tear, but they haven't scored in quite a while. They haven't scored since there was 16 minutes left. It's about 8 minutes of playtime ago was their last score. Hiller's defense has tightened up nicely. Abby Glenn feeds it over to her right. Pass over by O'Neill. Out in front. And speaking of scoring, there's a Panthers goal. Mia Schmidt comes at 7:14 left to go in the first half. That makes it a 7-2 Holliston lead. It's going to go to Hopkinton. Hayward. Hayward closing in out in front. It is picked up by the Hillers. Scanovan gets a hold of it. Scanovan being boxed out there. With it is Dacey. Up behind the net now. Hayward. Takes the shot, it's wide. And it'll stay with the Hillers. Trying to close in. Bouvier. Fed it out. Here comes Scanovan. Towards the net. And we'll have a reset here. She's going to come out of free position. Big opportunity here for the Hillers. 5.5 and counting left to go. The official just repositioning a few of the athletes. Here she goes. Closing in, shot and a goal for the Hillers. Michaela Scanovan with another one. That makes it a 7-3 game. 5:18 left to go in the first half. If you're watching on HCAM Ed today, right after we're done with girls lacrosse, we will indeed get you out to the track and field meet. That track and field meet about to start up. If you want to see it from its entirety, you could check it out on our YouTube page. Holliston trying to respond, and they do. Bridget Glenn sneaks right by Marissa Smith and pops it in. Just 10 seconds after the Hiller goal. It makes it an 8-3 game. .508 left to go in the first half. Picked up by Hayward. Up now to Dacey. Dacey gets it over to Scanovan. Silva over to Dacey. Near side, Hayward. She's going to take it in. Takes the shot and makes the shot. A nice score there by the Hillers. It'll make it 8-4. 4:31 left to go. Hillers with it. Along the near side, McDonald. Picked up now by Dacey. Trying to work through the defenders. Over to Canty. I think the key to this game is going to be which of these teams get tired first. I mean, the one flaw for the Hillers, Holliston, with a few more players than the Hillers have. But these two teams have a lot of speed. So it is certainly going to be a whole lot of running out there throughout the course of this game. It's knocked out of play. Oh no, kept just in play by Caroline Sally, who was quick to get the net in there. Here goes Martha Walker. Walker along the far side, up against Canty. Trying to feed it out in front, picked up, and it's deflected away. Bridget Glynn was looking for the shot. Good defense by the Hillers. Here comes Sanid Her. Her trying to work the sideline. Holliston gets it back. Collected by Brady. Caroline Brady feeds it out. Shot turned away. Good save by Marissa Smith off the Summer O'Neill shot. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. And now here comes the Hillers working up quickly. Scanovan closes it and shoots it wide. It goes to Holliston. Up towards Tomaselli. She misses her target, looking for Deschnault. Pass up by Sally. Now Chipman. Kara Chipman looking to feed it out. Out in front, and it is taken by the Hillers. It was picked up by Jamie Arena, who took some contact. Up to Dacey. Feeds it over to her. Sanid Her. Pass to Dacey. Now Arena. I think they're going to get Arena more involved, especially as we get into the second half. And get her some shot opportunities. Pass by Della Copa. Now Dacey. Arena. We've reached the 1 minute mark left to go in the first half. On far side, picked up by Bella Silva. Over to Dacey. Working the defender. Out in front, Arena with the shot, turned away. Loose ball. And it's picked up by the keeper. Another good save there by Holliston. As we hit the 30-second mark. Caroline Sally with it. We're going to have a reset. Well, they're going to run out of time here. 5 seconds. Sawyers. That'll do it for the first half. It started off all Holliston, but the Hillers did some nice work. And they have scored 4 of the last 6 goals. It's an 8-4 Holliston lead as we enter the halftime break. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletic Field Complex. We are ready for the second half of this girls varsity lacrosse matchup between the TVL large rivals Holliston Panthers and the Hopkinton Hillers. An 8-4 Holliston lead as we enter the second half. And we'll come off a draw here to get the Second half started. Well, the Hillers did a nice job after Holliston got off to a red-hot start, scoring 6 goals in the first 9 minutes of the game. They really slowed Holliston down. Did a nice job at dealing with Abby Glenn and Bridget Glenn and not allowing them to get as open in the scoring area. And we'll see if they're able to keep it up for this second half. Hillers will work right to left across your screen for the second half. Panthers with the ball right now as Kara Chipman takes it up. Chipman trying to feed it out. Gets it over. Abby Glenn with it. And it'll be interesting to see how Holliston re-strategizes here to try to get that momentum going that they had early on. Bridget Glenn trying to close in. Out in front, shot. And that is in. Martha Walker makes it 9-4. It was a good feed, and Walker pops it in at 23:57 left to go. So need her in the center circle for the Hillers. Up against Abby Glenn. Off the draw, loose ball. And a little push there. It'll go to Holliston. Here goes Abby. She has some good speed. And that's a push. They're going to get a reset off that one. She's going to come out of free position. Kadia McDonald trying to get away with one. Abby Glenn approaches, shot and a score. That'll make it a 10-4 game. Comes at 23:07 left to go. Well, so far on the season for Holliston, they opened up on the road in Medfield, lost 14-8. Then they were at Medway and took an impressive 14-7 win in Medway. Then took down Ashland 18-13 at home. And then they lost their last game to a very good Westwood team, 19-4 at home. Holliston has it back. And we'll remind you how the Hillers have done as well. Hillers have had some very tough competition to open the season. They started their season back on March 31st with a loss at Westwood, 19-2, and then on April 5th at home, in their home opener, they lost to Medfield 19-8, as closing in and shooting wide is Caroline Sally. And then it was a 14-5 loss at King Philip on Thursday, April 7th. And the Hillers still searching for their first win of the season. Caroline Sally out of free position. There she goes. And it's in. Well, Holliston taking advantage of those opportunities. And they make it 11-4 at 22:04 left to go. The Hillers, they need to be careful. You don't want to give Holliston those free position opportunities. have a lot of good shooters on this team. Picked up by Hayward. Up the far side she goes. I think she drew a little tag there. Takes it in. Fed up to Turigny. Behind the net to Dacey. Now Bouvier. Lost it. Picks it back up. Hayward. Takes it in. Shot, and it is in. So Hayward gets one back for the Hillers. Makes it 11-5 at 21:01 left to go. So need her in the center circle for the Hillers up against Abby Glenn. And Holliston wins the faceoff. Bridget Glenn trying to close in, showing off the wheels. Feeds it out, and a shot and a beauty by Abby Glenn. The Abby and Bridget combination strikes again. Comes at 20:45 left to go. 12-5 game. So need her up against Abby Glenn. Off the draw. And loose ball collected by Abby. Well, she had to run after that ball for a while. Loose along the far side now. Knocked out of the net of Scanovan. We'll get a reset. It'll go to the Hillers. Here goes Michaela. So need her with it. Scanovan. Trying to close in, boxed out. Out in front, loose ball. And it's picked up by Fitzgerald. To the far side, she goes to Chipman. And Abby. Hillers get it back. Here comes McDonald. Over to Arena. Bouvier. Now Turigny feeds it back out. Her passes to her right. Hiller's gonna try to open up some room in front of the net. Dacey, and it's deflected. Hillers maintain. Arena picks it up. Here goes Dacey. We'll have a reset here. At a free position. With it is Hayward. Out in front, Arena takes the shot, and it's a save. Nice save there. It took her a while to get rid of it. Fires it over, and off of Fitzgerald it goes. Hillers get it back. Out in front. Now taking it around, Sneed her. Sneed feeds it over to Scanovan. Attempting to close in, take some contact. At a free position. Trying to close in, it's knocked away. Holliston has it. Pass over by Fitzgerald. Up towards the center circle, intercepted there by Hayward. Hayward feeds it down. Trigny. Over to Scanovan. Scanovan feeds it over. Hiller's going to take it around. Out in front. And Trigny was boxed out. She drew some contact. Here's a big opportunity here. She goes. Shot is deflected. And Holliston gets it back. Some good defense there. And they did a nice job getting those sticks out in front of Trigny, not allowing her to get any momentum towards the net. Sawyer's with it. Holliston working their way up. Abby Glenn closing in and nets it. 13-5, Holliston lead. Now you give Abby Glenn open territory. She's just taking advantage of it every time. Score comes at 15-10 left to go, and we're going to have a timeout. Holliston 13, Hopkinton 5. You're tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. And we're trying to work on some technical difficulties with the live stream, but Holliston with the ball right now, up 13-5. With it is Bridget Glenn. Closing in and a score. They'll make it 14-5. Comes at 14:27 left to go in the second half. Bridget Glenn with it. Panthers do a nice job at just rushing right into the Hillers' defensive zone and opening things up in front of the net. And Bridget Glenn with another score. Holliston is now up by 10, and we have a running clock. The score comes at 13:02 left to go. Makes it 15-5. Bridget Glenn with a couple straight scores. And we apologize having a little bit of a technical glitch with the live stream. And it appears to be working for the moment. Hopefully that'll continue. But it's a 15-5 Holliston lead. We have a running clock. Hillers trying to quickly respond. Well, Bridget Glenn has just been sensational today for Holliston. The Hillers trying to work it around the net. Bridget and Abby Glenn, they have been quite the combination for Holliston, and Holliston on a 4-goal streak, and all 4 of those goals involve Abby Glenn or Bridget Glenn. You had a goal by Abby with an assist by Bridget at 20:45 left, as Hopkinton about to come out of free position here. Closing in, shot, it's deflected away. Emma Dacey had the opportunity there. Then you had Abby Glenn at 15:10, Bridget Glenn at 14:27 left, and Bridget Glenn again at 13:02 left. 15-5, Holliston lead. Panthers with possession, looking for more scoring. And it slips out of the net of Mia Schmidt. Hillers get it back. Hopkinton Hillers boys and girls track and field is underway. They're taking on Norwood today. Catch that on our YouTube page, and we'll also get you out to that event on HCAM Ed right when we're done here as well. Loose ball, and how play it goes. It's going to stay with the Hillers. couple substitutions. It is a running clock since Holliston has a 10-point lead or more. We'll be starting the 400-meter hurdles in the track and field match they just announced. Should be starting relatively soon. And also, I think we have an injury somewhere out there. Yeah, it looks like Lily Sawyer's a little shooken up for Holliston. Certainly hope she's okay. And we're going to get a score here for the Hillers. It's going to be Lily Turigny on the score, I believe. That's going to make it 15-6. So the running clock comes to a stop. 9:26 left to go. Don't forget, every Wednesday, 2 p.m., you can catch HCAM Sports Talk, getting you up to date on a local high school, college, professional sports, a little bit of everything. This week, we'll be taking an in-depth look at the season openers for Hopkinton Hillers baseball and softball. We'll have a nice recap for you. And also some of the spring sports that have taken place so far. That's on a brand new HCAM Sports Talk. Wednesday at 2 p.m. as Jamie Arena puts one in. The Hillers starting to get a little bit of a streak going. Makes it a 15-7 score. And the Hillers have two scores within 16 seconds of each other. On the far side, stays with Holliston. Chipman with it. Closing in, and a score. Garrett Chipman puts Holliston back up by 9. Comes at 8:46 left to go. A good amount of scoring in this second half. Holliston outpacing Hopkinton, however, 8-3 in the second half. Jamie Arena on the draw now for the Hillers. Here comes Hopkinton. It is collected by Hayward. Over to Bouvier. Collected off the bounce by Scanovan. We'll have an exciting Wednesday and Thursday for you. Girls Lacrosse hosting Ashland, and softball taking on Norwood. Both those games are at 4 p.m. Catch them both live on HCAM. As Holliston gets it back, Kayla Tomaselli picks it up. Feeds it up now, rushing up the field, Leah Morin. And loose ball, knocked out of play by the goalkeeper. It's going to go to Holliston. Under 8 minutes left to go in this game. Holliston up by 9. Hillers get it back. Taking it away is Emily Hayward. And on Thursday, Hillers baseball hosts Norwood in a big TVL large showdown. 4:30 p.m. first pitch. Kayla Scanovan with it. Feeds it over. Bella Silva trying to get it over to Hayward. Trying to close in, and netting it is Michaela Scanovan. She's had a pretty good day for the Hillers. Makes it a 16-8 game with 7:06 left to go. Michaela Scanovan has 4 goals, so the hat trick plus sub. Off the draw. Here comes Holliston. Bridget Glenn. Just under 7 minutes left to go now. Well, Holliston, even though they have a nice lead, you got to keep your foot on the gas. The Hillers, they can get some good streaks going at times and work their way right back into this game. At the same time, you want to hold on to the ball. Don't get rid of it too quick. Burn some of that time off the clock. And that went in. Martha Walker just able to get the corner of the net to make it 17-8. The score comes at 6:28 left to go. Collected by the Hillers. Sinead Herr wins that battle. Closing in. Loose ball. And Herr got tripped up. Holliston has it. There goes Caroline Sally. Feeds it up. Leah Morin. Working her way up. And we'll get a save here as it was deflected and lands in the net of Marissa Smith, the keeper. Ellie Curry looking to get it in front of the net. Holliston gets it right back. Martha Walker picks it off. Over to Bridget Glenn. Closing in. Shot and a score. It's Bridget Glenn putting Holliston back up by 10 at 5:24 left to go. And the running clock is back in effect. Emily Hayward up against Kathleen Fitzgerald. I know Joe's very bummed out that the clock is running right now. He's having a good time. He wants to see the Hillers come back, and let's see what they can do here. Sinead Herr. Fed out by Hayward. Pass over by Hayward to her left. Near side, that is Bella Silva. Loose ball. Silva picks it up. Trying to close in Bouvier. Trying to come out with it. And it's swiped wide. Stays with the Hillers. Picked up by Hayward. Trigny back to Hayward. Closing in. Shot and a score. Hillers back within 9. Makes it an 18-9 game, 3:38 left. Off the draw. Battle for it. Holliston has it. And a turnover. Bouvier grabs it for the Hillers. Along the far side she goes. Coming around the net. Trigny feeds it out. Scanovan. Out in front is Hayward. Putting on the moves. And there's a shot and a save. There's deflected. Still live. Another deflection. Out in front. Shot. And deflection there. And then we get a goal. Rachel Bouvier nets one. Hillers back within 8, 18-10, but time certainly not on their side. 2:25 left to go. The sun is shining. A nice warm day out there today. And this is the kind of weather you want during the spring season. Not too windy, some nice sunshine. Temperatures in the high 50s, low 60s. And we'll have to see what the middle of the week brings with softball and baseball. There is some rain possibilities. Hillers with it. Sunita Her picks it up. Here goes Dacey. Out in front, loose ball. Yeah, Holliston trying to collect, and she's just able to collect before knocking it out of play. Martha Walker launches it up the field. Morin trying to pick it up. And she's contested, and the Hillers have it as Bella Silva gets there. Minute 45 and counting left to go in this TVL Large matchup. Emma Dacey feeds it over. Scanovan trying to close in. And that shot is deflected. Holliston has it. With it is Caroline Sally. Working her way up the far side. Here she goes. And she's going to take it all the way up. Feeds it out. Closing in. And drop. Picked back up by Mia Schmidt. She really wanted that shot, but then two defenders able to box her out. Under a minute left to go. All right, now it should be Operation Burn Clock for Holliston. Holliston going to improve to 3-2 on the season. The Hillers will fall to 0-4. But Hopkinton hung around with a very experienced, good Holliston team, and they just continue to get better as the season goes on. But the Panthers going to come out victorious here today. And they pass around to try to burn some of the clock. Quealy with it. And now trying to pass it out is Schmidt. And that'll do it. The Holliston Panthers grab the win. They outscore Hopkinton 10-6 in the second quarter to take the 18-10 victory. Holliston now 3-2. The Hillers fall to 0-4. For Joe Frackleton on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. If you're watching on HCAM Ed, stick around. We'll get you right out to Hopkinton Hillers boys and girls track and field as they take on Norwood. But for all of us at HCAM, as always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.